What would happen if you had 100% power to control how people perceive you? Well, that's simply what branding is in a nutshell. The reason why celebrities seem to stick out, have an almost perfect appearance, and leave a long-lasting impression is because they understand the core elements of branding. They don't leave it to chance, they craft it. Without wasting your time, let's go through the major elements that make a personal brand. First one on the list is a consistent look. When creating a brand, it might actually work in your favor to keep doing the same hairstyle, same beard style for males, same type of makeup, tattoos, and even the same type of clothing. These all play a huge role in your image. This is called visual repetition. The more often people see the same image of you, the more they recognize and remember you. Your appearance becomes part of your signature. Have you ever noticed that there are people you can make assumptions about just based on how they look, and it turns out you were right? That's because how you look says a lot about your personality. Out of all the global stars that we know, 90% of them kept the same look when they came up. Even when they changed their appearance, they stuck with that particular look for more than a year. That look becomes recognizable. When it's strong enough, it turns into a brand asset. Remember, a look must be well thought out. It's not just about being attractive. It's about being distinct, recognizable, and aligned with your message. Let's quickly look at what makes up a look from a brand perspective. Hair. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of celebrity figures you can recognize based on their iconic, unique hairstyles. Think Travis Scott's braids, The Weeknd's old pineapple cut, or Billie Eilish's green roots. Try to make your hair as unique as possible, while making sure it embodies your personality and the type of music you make. Even if you switch things up over time, stay with the look long enough for people to connect with it. Tattoos and piercings. Without encouraging tattoos, it's clear that a lot of celebrity figures have used inked art to elevate their look and stand out, especially because tattoos are permanent. Think Post Malone or Lil Wayne. Their face tattoos are part of their visual brand. Piercings do the same job. Unfortunately, they're not permanent. These features also connect you to subcultures. If you build a fan base within those subcultures, you create a stronger tribe. People don't just follow your music, they start to copy your identity. Clothing style. There's absolutely no look without clothes. That's why the fashion industry is so closely connected to the music industry. Artists like Rihanna, Kanye, are examples of musicians who turned fashion into a brand pillar. Extraordinary outfits make you stand out, but simplicity can build relatability. Decide what your message is. If you're grounded and accessible, you don't need to be flashy. You just need to be consistent. If you're bold and rebellious, go all the way with it. Consistency is king. Fashion also creates monetization opportunities. The more your style becomes admired, the easier it is to launch merch or clothing lines. Aesthetics. Aesthetics focus on your environment, the background of your pictures, the types of restaurants you go to, your locations, props, colors, and filters. Your aesthetic should match your brand. If your music is dark and moody, photos in gritty urban areas at night might work best. If you're dreamy and soft, bright natural light, flowers and pastels might be your world. A strong aesthetic makes your content stand out in a crowded feed and builds instant recognition. It should be applied across everything. Your photo shoots, cover art, reels, live shows, and more. Colors and fonts. In everything you do, remember consistency. The colors you choose for your brand must align with your music and your personality. If you make happy music, you might want bright colors. Sad or low-tone music might align well with dark colors. Positive and encouraging music might go well with green. Also learn about color psychology. Colors trigger emotions. Red is urgency and power. Blue is calm and trust. Yellow is energy and creativity. Use this to your advantage. Fonts matter too. A futuristic artist wouldn't use cursive fonts. A soulful singer might not use sharp geometric fonts. Pick one or two fonts and stick to them for all your materials, from covers to captions. Now that we're done with the look, the second thing to look at is the structure of your social media. Your social media is where you're going to be presenting your look. Yes, eventually you'll land on magazines, TV, blogs, and more. But your first presentation in this modern era is on your socials. Think of your Instagram page as your magazine. Think of your TikTok as your personal reality show. Everything must tell the same story. You must have a consistent style of handling social media. That means using a consistent filter, a photo editing template, and making sure your content is structured in a consistent way. This also means planning your content. You don't need to post daily, but you do need to be intentional. Create themes. Mondays can be BTS content, Wednesdays can be studio clips. Fridays can be lifestyle moments. Your bio is the first thing people look at when they visit your profile, so make sure it represents you properly and grabs attention. A good bio is simple, clear, and gives people a reason to follow you. Add a call to action when possible. To direct the narrative and guide how people view you, use captions. That way, you have full control of your brand story. The caption is where you speak your truth, show your voice, and make emotional connections. In addition to that, you must also select specific fonts you're going to use when creating posters, cover art, and more. These will go alongside the colors you picked earlier. It's also ideal to have a logo that represents your brand if possible, but it's not absolutely necessary. Brand alignment in collaboration. To spread your brand and create value for it, you need collaborations with fellow musicians, producers, art designers, and most importantly, brands. Collaboration doesn't mean jumping on everything. It's about alignment. Don't work with artists whose message or image clashes with yours. Even if they're bigger than you, forced collabs can confuse your audience and damage your brand. Instead, work with people whose vision fits naturally with yours. These collabs feel authentic and amplify both of your brands. When your vibe matches, the audience feels it too. Also, network outside of music. Partner with visual artists, photographers, dancers, streetwear designers, influencers. These relationships help you grow in directions you might not reach on your own. Third thing is PR writings. When someone searches for you on their browser, they must find something. You don't necessarily have to pay professionals to do all this. Writing everything about yourself on Wikipedia and submitting to blogs that are willing to cover you is enough to get started. Build a press kit. It should include your bio, high-quality photos, links to your best content, and quotes about your mission and message. Send this to local media, blog writers, podcast hosts, playlist curators. Every time you drop something or reach a milestone, try to get coverage for it. That way, people will feel like they have an in-depth knowledge of your brand. Overall, it just makes your brand look more professional. Build a website. Get yourself a website. Some people might think that in this day and age, websites are unnecessary, but having a website under your name makes you look way more professional compared to your peers. It also adds to your PR, and you can use the website to run your business, whether it's to sell merch, NFTs, or anything else. It doesn't really cost a penny to create a website, as you can get free templates on platforms like Bootstrap. To customize it, you can find someone who will charge way less than it would cost to build a site from scratch. Remember, when you customize it, use the colors, graphics, aesthetics, and fonts associated with your brand. Your website should also have your EPK, press features, music links, and contact details. It's your official online home, and no algorithm can shadow ban or slow it down. I have more in-depth advice specifically to help you grow your brand, so please comment if you want more. Also, leave a like and subscribe. Thank you.